Stopping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you're not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was...
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
It's 2nd and 8.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll run. Here's Harris. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Castillo. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back to throw now on 1st down. Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. That's swung out wide to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Harris. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position. Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career. First down, and they go back to Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 9 now. He gets it complete to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think, so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Play action. It's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. This is a counter play. Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So,
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. That was a nice job defensively. You can almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Law had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So, for the Chargers, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year.